All right, guys, let's solve another question from the dynamics. And we have this train that consists of a 400 pounds locomotive and 100, 200 pound hopper cars. If the locomotive exerts a friction force of 40,000 pounds on the rails and is starting the train from rest, we need to compute the forces in the couplers 1 and 100. So basically the force in here and here. And obviously the difference is that for the 100 here, we're going to carry all the cars. And for the number 100, we only have the last one. Before finding anything, first we need to figure out the acceleration of the whole system. And for that, we have sum of all forces. Obviously, we only move in x direction. If we just call x and y in x equal mass times acceleration in x direction. And because we're talking about the whole system, the acceleration in here would be, the mass in here would be the mass of whatever we have in here. So basically, I'm gonna show it in here. So we have the force that is moving the train forward. We can consider one net normal force and one weight in here. So the mass that we have is gonna be the 400,000 plus we have 100 of 200 pounds, which is gonna be, so we can factor actually 200,000 from each of these. The first one, we're gonna get 2, and the second one 100. So basically this is gonna be 102 times 200,000 pounds, and that's gonna be obviously the weight. I don't know if I put mass in here, but this is actually the weight because the unit is in pounds. So we know the weight is equal to mass times acceleration of gravity because our units are not as I units. Our g in here would be 32.2 foot per second squared. And we need to divide that by g in order to find the mass because we need mass, not the weight in here. Again, let's just put all the units in here to avoid confusion. This is actually a very common mistake that I see from students. Pound is a unit of weight. So the force that we have, also friction force that is going to move the train to the right, is going to be 400 pounds. So that's the only force that we have for 100 pounds already in a force unit, and the mass is going to be what we found for weight, 102 times 200,000 divided by g, 32.2 times ax, and that's going to give us the acceleration. So we can actually cancel these out. It's going to be 2. So 32.2 times 2 divided by 102. And yeah, our acceleration would be 0.631 foot per second squared. All right, now that we have this, all we need to do for the second part is just do our cuts. One in here for the first car and one here for the last one, which is the number 100. So for the first one, basically what we're gonna have is the rest of system in the back. So basically we have the whole train here that is connected to the force that we have in here. We can call it maybe F1 for the car one. And again, we have one normal net force. We can show this one actually with N1 just to avoid mixing it with the previous one. And we also have another weight, W1, which is only the weight of the cars. But what's important for us is we are looking for the force F, so we don't need to deal with the sum of all forces in Y. So we just do sum of all forces in X equals to mass times AX, keeping in mind that the M is different here. And as I mentioned, we have hundreds of the cars, each of them 200 pounds, so 100 times 200. Again, keep in mind this is in weight. We're going to divide it by 32.2. Acceleration is going to be the same because they're all moving with the same acceleration, and this is going to give us the force F1. So 100 times 200,000 times 0.631 divided by 32.2. Yeah, the force is going to be around, if you want to report it in 3 stick fix, 39,200 pounds for the F1. And for the last one, I'm going to do our cut in here, and we're going to be dealing with this part. So again, we can call this one F, maybe 100, and same thing, W 100 and 100, or whatever name that you want to choose. This times F100 is equal to, the mass would be only the mass of one of the cars, which is 200 pounds, divided by 32.2 times same acceleration, 0.631, and that's going to give us the force in the other one. So basically, all right, so yeah, so here this is going to be 0.2. We're going to have another 0 in here, same in here. If we do that, the acceleration would be different. So yeah, 100 times 200,000 times 0.0631 divided by 32.2. And yeah, the answer is correct here and here. We just have to get rid of this. Yeah, so we're going to get 392 pounds, again, if you want to report it in 3 sig figs. And yeah, that's going to be the final answer for this question, 0.063. That's why I missed 1 0 in here. This is 40,000, not 400,000. But other than that, everything is good. Hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video.